The biggest cucumber plant, not cucumbers, but the plant itself I've ever seen is the Poinsett 76. You can buy the seeds in many stores online as well. And the plant itself is huge. It's easy to grow. It's also disease resistant, which is why I originally grew it, because here in central Virginia there was a lot of problem with mildew. We've had rain, like so much rain this spring and summer, but as you can see, this plant is like huge. So Poinsett 76 goes all the way out here, produces well in excess of 50 cucumbers per plant. I've been growing these Poinsett 76s for, I grow other cucumber plants too, but several years. And I started them out by seed in little pots, and then I put them in the ground. And the plant itself starts in the soil inside of this square cage. And it's a nice, solid cage. It's not as flimsy as the round ones you can get everywhere that are pretty cheap. But so the plant, this is all one plant, it extends out of that cage and goes on to one of my trifold cages, or tomato cages that you can open up, and they close into a triangle, but I never use them as a triangle. But they're great as sort of a fence. I don't know if you can see the fence in here, but the plant runs all the way out here, and you can see I have to turn it because there's so much of it. It's come off. It's gone beyond the last part of the fence is right here, and it's going to keep going. But I've got it turned, and then I use like 2 small tomato cages here and here just to have something for the vines to grow on, and also another trifold cage back there that the plant is growing on. And again, I've had to turn it. There's tons of bees out here. They love these. And then even one more small metal tomato cage there, and getting them turned back around, back onto the big trifold cages. So this plant, if you want to just grow one, then the tomatoes taste excellent. It's a very healthy plant, produces a lot, and it produces for a long time. After the other ones die, this one will die, but it will be the last one to go. Just because it has a little extra disease resistance. There's a problem in Virginia with stink bugs. They carry disease, and you start to see holes in your cucumber plants, whether they're caused by the bugs or they're caused by some kind of mildew. I'm not entirely sure. But if you want a huge one, try this. And you can compare it. I planted this other one over here, this other cucumber plant. That's a burpee product. It's excellent. I grow this every year too. This kind, it's sweet and crunchy. But you can just see, this is the entire plant. That's it. But it has so far produced quite a few cucumbers, and definitely worth growing. You can see it's got a bunch of cucumbers in there, and there's one over there. I like to cut my cucumbers before they get big. I like them when they're nice and tender. Don't like those big seed cavities. So I'll probably be cutting those in a few minutes. But yeah, that compared to this as far as size. They're both good cucumber plants, so worth growing. These are cucumbers from the Poinsett 76 plant. These 2 I just cut off, and so you can see how prolific the plant is. They have lots of them. This one's pretty little. Also, that one's a little bit bigger back there, but not too big. And then everywhere you look, when you get in, you can see that there's tons of flowers. And see, here's the female flower. Not all the flowers will produce cucumbers, but female flowers will. There's one, because you can see the plant behind it that will develop. But there's cucumbers all over this plant. Just wanted to make sure. I know that I was mostly showing you the volume of greenery, which of course you can't eat, but that when you look inside, you will find that there's plenty of cool sights in here too. cool stuff like this that you don't see every day. But anyway, it's starting to rain, so just take my word for it. You'll have lots of cucumbers. You'll enjoy it.